Excuse me, Mrs. Rod. Why do we have to learn about the Greek myths? No one believes in those gods anymore.
That's a good question. Let me explain. Greek myths have evolved from religious narratives into timeless stories that show up in every part of our culture. From comics to commercials, we allude to these myths all the time.
Mrs. Rod, what do you mean when you say we allude to myths?
The definition of allude is to make an indirect or passing reference to something. When an author alludes to another literary work, they assume that most people know about the other text. Surprisingly, many popular songs these days contain allusions to Greek myths. One example is the myth of Aphrodite, the goddess of love, beauty, and desire. Aphrodite could be dangerous. She sparked the Trojan War by stealing Helen of Troy from her husband and giving her to a prince, who had a golden apple the goddess desired. Katy Perry's song Dark Horse alludes to Aphrodite. Make me your Aphrodite. Make me your one and only. But don't make me your enemy, your enemy. The lyrics draw a comparison between Aphrodite and Perry's main character, in terms of being desirable and dangerous. She's So High by Tal Bachman is about a man who thinks the woman he loves is too good for him. She's so high above me, like Cleopatra, Joan of Arc, and Aphrodite. With his allusions to a queen, a legend, and the goddess Aphrodite, Bachman demonstrates his feeling that the woman he loves is untouchable. Icarus is another Greek myth about a young man whose father makes him a pair of wings out of wood, feathers, and wax to fly and escape from a prison. His father tells Icarus, "Don't fly too close to the sun," but Icarus can't resist. His wings melt and he falls to his death. Icarus has come to symbolize a reckless young adult. The song Icarus by Bastille is about a young man who is drinking himself to death. Icarus is flying too close to the sun, and Icarus's life, it has only just begun. The allusion to Icarus is a clear reference to a young person who will not heed advice and is headed for destruction. Heart Attack by Demi Lovato is about a woman who is afraid to fall in love. So scared I take off and I run. I am flying too close to the sun. You make me glow, but I cover up, won't let it show. Notice that in this case, the allusion is made by mentioning flying too close to the sun. The sun in this story is the dangerous heartbreak love can bring. Finally, in ancient Greece, the people believed the major gods lived on Mount Olympus, and there Zeus ruled from his mighty throne. Greeks imagined Mount Olympus a paradise, not for human eyes. Kanye West places himself on Mount Olympus in his song Gorgeous. He writes, "I am at the top of Mount Olympus, ready for the world's game. This is my Olympics." West's allusion to Mount Olympus shows his ambition and how he sees himself as ruler of the rap world. Well, class, I hope these examples show you that allusions to Greek myths are used by so many of the musicians you love. Mythical allusions enrich the stories we tell, allow artists to make meaningful comparisons, and they are just fun. So learn those myths.
Wow, I didn't realize songs were so complicated. You make me want to listen to music right now. I'm hearing the siren's call. Wait, isn't that a myth too?
That was a horrible joke.
I agree.